Hello everybody and welcome back to another video on Cobblers Vlogs, where today is the big one. I'm a Northampton fan, I'm new to League One, let's upset some League One fans. I'm going to be making my League One table predictions. Who's going up, who's going down, who's going to be in the playoffs, who's in for mid-table mediocrity. Let's find out and start with the relegation zone. So we start with the relegation zone. The classic whiteboard is back. Bottom, I'm going for Rochdale. You probably can't see it the right way around, but Rochdale, unfortunately, they haven't really convinced me with their signings. They've let a couple of players go as well. They were key last season in keeping them in League One. I don't think they've got the strength this year, and I think they're going to be going down. Next, we've got Shrewsbury Town, a team that are always sort of just hovering around that sort of 17th, 18th place. They haven't really made the strengthening that I would expect them to be able to stay in League One, so I think this year Shrewsbury are going to be going down. In 22nd, AFC Wimbledon, they made a couple of good additions. The likes of Ollie Palmer has come in from Crawley, who did well. He's going to have to try and establish himself in League One, and I think if Wimbledon do stay up, Ollie Palmer is going to be key to that. And then in 21st, we're going with Accrington Stanley. Again, another team that always sort of just hover around. I don't think they've quite done enough to be able to keep themselves in League One for another year, so that's why AFC Wimbledon, Accrington Stanley, Shrewsbury Town and Rochdale are going to be the four teams relegated from League One this season. So looking at the sort of lower half of mid-table, these are the 7 teams that I think are going to finish in those positions. In 20th, we have my team, Northampton Town. We've let 10 of our team go from last season that got us up from the playoffs. Obviously, we may not have even been in the playoffs had we have played the season out. So that was always going to be tough, but as a Cobblers fan, I've got to be optimistic. I think we're going to be down there this season, but Keith Curle knows what he's doing, hopefully, and that should get us safe in League One for another season. That's what we need to do now to try and establish ourselves as a League One club. In 19th, I've gone with the team that won League Two last season, Swindon Town. They've lost a couple of key players, the likes of I think Jerry Yates has now gone from Swindon to Blackpool. Owen Doyle has left as well. So they've lost quite a couple of key players. They've signed a few as well, but most of their title-winning team as well has sort of been disbanded. Danny Rose has gone to Grimsby as well. So they could struggle a bit this year. In 18th, I've gone with Crewe Alexandra. You can just see here. Again, another team that came up from League Two last season. All League Two teams I've put in 17th, 18th, 19th, 20th. Crewe, yeah, I think they're going to struggle. Well, they're going to struggle. I don't think they've quite made the additions that they need to. They've made a couple, but again, as a League Two team coming up to League One, you just want to survive, and that's what I think Crewe have built themselves to do this season. Plymouth Argyle, I really like Lion Lowe as a manager. He's made some impressive signings, and I think they're going to do well this season. I think they could even finish higher than 17th. In 16th, I've gone controversial. I've gone with Wigan Athletic, a team that are really struggling at the minute financially, and I think that's going to show on the pitch this season. And it's terrible to see. We hate to see football clubs that start to struggle, and I think even Wigan may not even be in existence a couple of games into this season. So hopefully Wigan can be saved and they can have a good season, but I can't see them finishing any higher than 16th if they do sort things out on the pitch. In 15th, I've gone with Lincoln City. They've obviously taken the Cobblers' main target for the summer, Callum Morton. They've got him on loan. They've also made a couple of other signings. Kean Bolger has left to come to the Cobblers, but they've strengthened at the back. So Lincoln City, 15th, just a nice average season for them. In 14th, a 5-place finish better than last season. They finished 19th last year. I think going to finish 14th this year. It's the MK Dons. They've done quite a lot of business this summer. They've got some really good signings in. The likes of Richard Keogh is signed for them now. They've still got the likes of Callum Britton. They've got Carlton Morris, Nombe, really decent players who will get them a mid-table finish in League One. And then 13th, I've gone for Bristol Rovers, a team that, again, since they've been in League One, they've never really been challenging at the top, and they've never really been floating down at the bottom that often. So again, I think it's just going to be another mid-table finish for them. They obviously lost Clark Harris to Peterborough in the window as well, so they need to try and get a replacement in for him. Bristol Rovers, I think it's going to be an average mid-table season for you. Okay, so as for the higher end of mid-table, in 12th, I've gone for Blackpool. They're going to be finishing in 12th this season. Again, haven't really done too much in the window that is impressive, that makes you think, yeah, they're going to go and smash it again. Just another average mid-table season for the pool. In 11th, I'm going with Burton Albion. Obviously, it's Jake Buxton's first year for them as a he was a player for them last season. He's now their manager. First season as a manager. Could be difficult for him to try and establish what he's doing. He's obviously made some decent signings for them, so I think Burton are going to finish in 11th. In 10th, I've gone for Gillingham. Steve Evans knows how to get results at this level. They've signed the likes of Verdane Oliver from the Cobblers, who I don't think is going to push them on any further. I just think he's going to be like just decent for them. So Gillingham in 10th. In 9th, Fleetwood Town. Obviously, they were in the playoffs last season, had a really good season under Joey Barton. I just think they're going to have a dip again. If you remember when the Cobblers were last in League One in 17-18, I think it was, Fleetwood were up there challenging for promotion, and then they didn't get it, and they just sort of dipped down back into mid-table again, and then obviously challenged again last year. I think after last year's challenge, I think they're going to dip down again. They've obviously got a decent squad. They've got the likes of Paddy Madden in there, and managed to keep Joey Barton as their manager as well, who, again, knows how to get results now at this level, and you would say is an experienced manager now. So Fleetwood Town I'm going to put in 9th. In 8th I've gone for Doncaster, a team that are always sort of just around mid-table. I think they're going to sort of try and push on this year because they need to get back into that championship where they think they belong. So Doncaster in 8th, and then just missing out in the playoffs in 7th is Ipswich. Last season they had a fairly mid-table season. And I think this season is just going to get slightly better, but they're just going to miss out on the playoffs because I think the teams above them are better than them. But again, that top 7, that top 10 is going to be so tight this year. There's so many good teams up there. Let's see who makes the playoffs for me. So in the playoffs this season, I've gone with 4 very, very good sides. I've gone with Portsmouth, Charlton, Oxford and Hull City. I'm pretty sure these are the playoff places. The top 2 go up, and then one more playoff place. So Hull City, again, coming down for the championship, bottom of the championship is never where you want to be as a Hull fan, and obviously they believe that they're a Premier League sized club and need to get out of this division. I don't think they're quite better than the 2 teams that I've got in the top 2 to get automatically promoted, and they're certainly not as good as these teams. So I think Hull City are going to finish in 6th. Oxford United, I think, are going to come 5th. Obviously promoted out of League 2 in 2016, just stayed in League 1, sort of stayed up, then sort of established themselves, and now they're trying to get into that championship. Obviously, we were unlucky in the playoffs last year. I think it's going to be another playoff campaign for them. Carl Robinson's obviously their manager, and another experienced manager who knows how to get out of this league and knows how to get results at this level. Charlton in 4th, who have just come down from the championship. I think they're going to have a good season. Obviously, they've got their ownership problems, but I don't think that affects them as much as it will affect Wigan in terms of losing players. So I think Charlton are going to come 4th. And then 3rd, Portsmouth. They're obviously in the playoffs last year, but again, the 2 teams ahead of them, I just can't see them like being better than them. So again, Portsmouth are going to be 3rd, but don't be surprised to see them even win the league or challenge for that 2nd automatic promotion place, because I think any one of these top 7 could win the league out of Portsmouth, Charlton, Oxford, Hull, Ipswich could win it as well. And then the top 2 that I've got, which are coming up next. Cobblers fans, this is the moment. I'm sorry, I'm having to put the old enemy there. I couldn't put them to win the title, trust me. But Peterborough United, I think, are going to finish 2nd in League 1 this season, and Sunderland are going to be the champions, in my opinion. Peterborough, obviously, they've lost Ivan Toney, but they brought in Clark Harris from Bristol Rovers. They've replaced everywhere that they've needed to. They're a really, really strong side this year. Obviously, I think they probably would have got into the playoffs last year had the season been played out, but again, it was still funny that they didn't, and would be funny this year if they didn't. But I think Peterborough, they've been challenging for a few years now. They've bottled it, but I think this year might be their year, the year where they can get out of League 1 and back into the Championship. Hopefully they don't. It'd be great if they finished like 16th or something, but I think they will this year. And then Sunderland, the title winners, I think they've been in League 1 for far too long now. I think this is their 3rd season now in League 1. They've been here for far too long, and they need to get out. The Championship is where Sunderland need to be. The Premier League is where Sunderland need to be, and they're obviously way off that now, but I think Phil Parkinson, again, knows how to get out of League 1, and I think he's going to do that with that Sunderland squad this year. Again, yeah, they've been in the League 1 for too long. Their 1st season, they got to the playoffs. 2nd season, it was sort of a bit rubbish, and then this season, they need to get out of League 1. So hopefully, I'm really want to back Sunderland and hope that they can do that. To win the league this year and get back into the Championship and then into the Premier League where they really do belong. So yeah, that is it for this video. Please let me know what your predictions are in the comments below. Just to recap, Sunderland 1st, Peterborough 2nd, followed by Portsmouth, Charlton, Oxford, Hull, Ipswich, Doncaster, Fleetwood, Gillingham, Burton, Blackpool, Bristol Rovers, MK Dons, Lincoln, Wigan, Plymouth, Crewe, Swindon, Northampton, Accrington, AFC Wimbledon, Shrewsbury and Rochdale. That's my rundown of my predictions. So yeah, Sunderland and Peterborough to go up, Accrington, Wimbledon, Shrewsbury and Rochdale to get relegated. Let's see what happens. Let me know if you've got any predictions you want to make in the comments below. If you're going to roast me in the comments below, please be respectful about it. Don't go calling me names and stuff, just let me know what you think and if you think I've got it wrong. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Please smash a like on it. Remember, it was made in partnership with FanHub, the football app, which was rewarding football fans for their loyalty. I'll leave a link to everything you need to know. You can join early to get early rewards using the link in the description. That's pretty much it. Once again, please hit a like on this video if you've enjoyed it. Hit subscribe, and until next time, we'll see you later. Enjoy the season. Bye bye.